First, I'd like to welcome everyone here to the beautiful lock system in Chauvin, Louisiana at Boudreaux Canal on Petit Caillou. What a great day. This structure's been completed, and with COVID, we just getting able to have a quick ribbon cutting, so we've asked a minimal amount of officials to come, and I want to thank everyone for coming. And I'm glad to see we have Dirk Guidry, this is his district. We have Carl Chauvin, who's on the Levee board. We have Steve Trosiclair of Berg Montague area, Council Chairman Darren Guidry, and we have Danny Babin, Councilman and Vice Chairman from the Lodge, Dulac, and the Mulberry Barrios area. And today's a great day. We took an old lock system, we took an old floodgate, a sector floodgate, which is right to the south, and we added this gate in at a cost of $9.5 million, funded by 100% by Terrebonne Parish taxpayers. It's a 56-foot wide gate, and it protects against flooding and saltwater intrusion into the Petit Caillou area. This is going to work in conjunction with a conveyance channel pump station that we're building to the north of here for an additional $10 million. So this is about $20 million between these two projects. We got the land right from the A. St. Martin Company. The estimated construction is $7.5 million, engineering $1.8, other costs $200,000, and the contractor was Sea Level. The engineer was GIS, who did a wonderful job. I want to thank Jeannie Bray and her group, the engineers, the in-house engineers for Terrebonne Parish. And the bid were received August 22nd, 2018. Contract work began October 19, 2018, and 515 days. As you can see, it's operational. We have the operational house behind us. We're building the identical system over in Terrebonne Bayou by Montague, which is Steve Trosiclair's district. And it's about the same cost, right at $10 million. So with this, vessels will be able to come and go, no matter if you have a south wind with a high tide. In the past, they've had to shut the gate and not allow vessels to go shrimping, crabbing, oyster fishing, or recreation fishing. And this allows vessels to come and go, stop salt water, and then the pump station's conveyance channel is going to keep the Petit Caillou at a certain level, so the people of Chauvin, Upper Little Caillou will quit flooding like they have throughout the years in their ditches. And so it's a great, great project. It was built with Dirk Guidry's district, and Dirk works hand in hand with administration, and this is what we got. What a beautiful structure, and thank everyone for coming. I'm going to turn it over to Dirk Guidry. This is his district.
Thank you, Gordon. This is a great day for Chauvin, and not only Chauvin, but for Terrebonne Parish. These projects here, it's a beautiful project. If you'll ever get a chance to come ride down in Chauvin, come down to Boudreaux Canal, take a look at it. It's, like Gordon said, it's a $10 million project, and we built to stop saltwater intrusion from coming up into Bayou Locaya. Our ditches will remain dry in conjunction with the pumps, the conveyance channel they built about 1.5 miles up the road. We're going to keep water out of our ditches. We're going to lower the water levels in Bayou Locaya a little bit, where people's biocides will be start drying up. And they're building one, like Gordon said, exactly like this one by Terrebonne. But this is something that, for the people that's going to live in South Louisiana, this is going to be the future of South Louisiana. We're going to have to do numerous projects like this because of the water level rising and the land sinking in South Louisiana. Like I said, it's a great day. I'm glad this was, when Gordon first got elected, even before he was sworn in office, this was the first project that I hit him up for. I said, Gordon, we need to do something to stop this water from coming up the bayou, and these boats need to be able to come up and down, not only fishing vessels, but recreational vessels. And I mean, I'd like to thank him. I'd like to thank the parish council for approving the money, because this is paid by the taxpayers of Terrebonne Parish. This system right here is built in conjunction with the first lock system that was ever built in Terrebonne Parish. It was built under Leonard Chauvin, the first section right here. So the engineers did a great job with combining the two systems together and at a reasonable price. So I'd like to thank everybody for what they did for us, and especially the taxpayers of Terrebonne Parish. Thank you.
Just to kind of piggyback off what Dirk said, this is a great day in Gaudy for the community of Chauvin and Levee. I'm really excited to see this thing operate and see it work, because I'm getting one just like it in by Terrebonne, which is really needed, you know, for the fishermen. Like Dirk said, this is going to be, you know, a way of life for everybody in South Louisiana, not just Terrebonne Parish, but eventually it's going to go across the whole southern state to be able to sustain, living conditions, because, you know, we definitely have rising tides and sinking land, and without these structures, you wouldn't be able to sustain any kind of living, you know, habitat down here. So once again, I want to thank the parish president, all the council, previous councils, administration, engineering, the engineering companies, GIS, Sea Level especially. They did a fantastic job. And the one by Terrebonne, they are only just a few months away from having it completed. So I'm looking forward to it. And thanks again. Appreciate everything you guys did.
And they brought up a good point I'd like to reiterate. You know, the eastern seaboard, the Gulf of Mexico seaboard, the Pacific seaboard, communities will run through lock systems one day. We're probably 10, 15 years ahead of other bayou communities or canal communities or seaboard communities. So with the Morganza to the Gulf levee system protecting us, now we got to get our vessels in and out and keep salt water out of our ecosystem. So with that, I want to turn it over to our chairman, Darren Guidry.
Thanks, Mr. Dove. As chairman of the council, I'd like to highlight that this is a prime example of what happens when government works, when the legislative branch works together with the executive branch to accomplish great things. This is not in my district. It's not in 7 other councilmen's district. But we support each other because it's right for Terrebonne Parish. And these are the type of things that we're going to need to have going forward. And I'm proud to say that I'm part of a government that's functioning and accomplishing things. And you should be proud of all that is being accomplished here. Thank you very much.
Councilman Danny Babin.
Thank you, Gordy. And as everyone said, this is a great day. This is part of an entire system. We're starting to the east of here. Steve's going to have one in his district before long. This one's here. The district I represent, which has the ship channel, hopefully in the next 3 to 4 years, we're going to have the mega structure, the mega lock system in place there next to the Bubba Dove, and then we just keep moving to the west. But this is all part of a system that takes care of all of Terrebonne Parish. The first line of defense is naturally the lower area, but this protects every part of Terrebonne Parish. So great day. Thank you, Gordy, for your vision on this. Dirk, the past council, the present council. This is what it takes. It takes cooperation from all of us to see and having a vision of what we need to do for 20, 25 years down the road. And I think this is just the first step. So again, thank you.
I'd like to get Carl Chauvin. He's an ex-councilman. He's from this area like Dirk is from Chauvin, and he also sits on a levee board for quite a few decades and instrumental in getting all these Morganza levees built. And also in memorial, we lost a good friend of ours, Mr. Buddy Daisy from the Dulac area, who was on a levee board. And we buried him yesterday, so God bless him and God bless his family. With that, I want to turn it over to Carl Chauvin.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for the hard work that's been going on with the levee systems and locking systems and everything. Just like the first floodgate over here when I was on the, before I got on the council, I was on the levee board and we built that for like $4 million. compared to today, everything is, inflation so high, but it's happening. Thanks to Mr. Dove and the council, the levee board, we're working together now where at one time it didn't happen. So I just want to thank everybody and everybody else for what's going on. Thank y'all.
Also, I'd like to acknowledge our state delegation who, who have worked hand in hand on all our projects. And, this is a great day for Terrebonne Parish, great day for the people of Chauvin. And, we're going to move forward with this project and numerous projects. We have over $100 million in projects either completing or under construction, just Terrebonne Parish Consolidated Government, not including the levee board, which has, as everyone knows, we'll be getting close to $1 billion with the lock system in the HNC. And also now, Terrebonne Parish funded and built this lock system, but it will be operated by the Terrebonne Parish Levee District. Reggie Dupre, I want to thank Reggie Dupre, Tony Alford, and all the board members for taking the system over, and they are going to operate it as part of the entire system, including the Morganza system. This lock system is really not on the Morganza system; it's within the Morganza system, but Terrebonne Bayou at Montague is actually on the levee system, so they work hand in hand. With that, if we could go ahead and stretch out the ribbon, we'll get it cut and conclude our ceremony. And I want to thank everyone for coming, and we'll cut the ribbon and get everything rolling.